Hey, it's SweetoTOONS, and I've been pretty lucky in my life when it comes to injuries and accidents, that sort of stuff. Now, I don't want to jinx it, but to this day, I have not broken one single bone in my entire body. I just jinxed it, didn't I? Yep. I think one of the main reasons I don't get in any accidents in the first place is because I never leave my house. I guess there are some perks to being a hermit. Now, as fortunate as I've been, I have had some really close calls in the past. I'm talking life-threatening stuff. Let me just tell you about a couple of them. So this first story happened quite a while ago, and it was the weekend before my birthday. I had arranged to meet up with my friends by the lake, and we would just hang out. My family was there too, and we all remembered playing on the nearby playground when we were little kids. Some places never change. It was exactly the way we remembered it. So my friends and I decided for old time's sake we should go mess around on the playground. We all hung out on the playground for a little bit until we saw the old flying fox that we used to play on as kids. We all tried piling up on it together, hanging upside down from it, and pretty much just being as stupid as we could be with it. Then, me and a couple of friends got the bright idea of trying to go as fast as we could on it. I put my hand up and volunteered to be the one on the flying fox while my friends pushed as hard as they possibly could. Everyone thought this was going to be hilarious, so all eyes were on us as we started this spectacle. So I held on tight and told my friends that I was ready, and they started pushing me. It started off slow but quickly turned into a full-on sprint. I was egging them on. I kept saying, "Faster, faster!" We were about halfway to the end of the flying fox when we had reached max speed, far beyond how fast anyone should be going on one of these things. I was pretty impressed. This must have been some kind of record. Then I realized something as we quickly neared the end of the flying fox. We didn't think about how we were going to come to a stop. As the end of the line approached faster and faster, it was clear there was no way we would be able to slow down in time. It was then that I realized that I had made a terrible mistake. My friends on either side let go and broke away, but it was too late for me. I could not let go now, not at this speed. There was no way I could escape my impending doom. So I closed my eyes and braced for impact as I sped towards the end of the flying fox. I held on tight to the seat as it rubber banded against the end of the line. Now this wasn't your average flying fox. It had a statue perched on top of it right at the very end. It was in the shape of a kookaburra, which is an Australian bird that is known for the laughing sound it makes, which is pretty ironic now that I think of it. The statue was made out of wood and had a pretty sharp beak that was pointing directly outward. Do you see where I'm going with this? At the end of the flying fox, me and the seat went flying up to flip over the track. But instead of doing a full flip, I slammed directly into the statue, its beak piercing just under the back of my shoulder. I fell from the flying fox onto my back as my family and friends ran over as fast as they could to see if I was alright. I remember looking up at the sky, being in so much pain as my vision blurred and everything went to white. I remember my friends standing over top of me talking to one another.
Well, pretty sure he's dead.
Oh God, should somebody call an ambulance?
After passing out and eventually coming to, my friends helped me up and we decided to cut the evening short and just go home. I didn't even end up going to the hospital in the end. It could have been a lot worse. Especially seeing as the statue was super close to hitting my spine. Thank goodness that didn't happen. I was left with the biggest bruise I have ever had in my entire life though. It turned a deep blue color and didn't fade for at least an entire month. Whew, yeah, so that happened. I hope that you enjoyed this video and learned what not to do in those kind of situations. Yeah. Let me know in the comments if you've had any close calls yourself. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. See ya!